If you want me to explain it, I can't. I have no way to explain how I feel right now. I feel this is the best feeling I've ever had in a very long time. I just know that I'll be able to go to the LA qualifier now. I wasn't going to be able to make it. I'm gonna be able to go to the LA qualifier now. I was just waiting for the after tournament with Kevin and Flash Metroid, just everybody. You know, everybody was in my corner. Everybody was rooting for me to beat him. They was like I was America's last hope. I feel great, man. It's just every single time I got closer to winning, I just got closer and closer. I'm playing, and I just felt that it was coming. That I was just like, you know, I just started tearing up and stuff like, oh, it's coming. It's coming. Like, I'm not too far from it. And I finally got it, and I was just like, I just stood up, and I was like, hey, I did it. My actual first, okay, vanilla, not too really because I wasn't really that good, but in vanilla, it was a tournament. Well, first they did the GameStop tournaments. They did the GameStop tournaments to go to California, and I was in losers. I was in losers finals. It was either losers finals. It was either losers finals or losers semis where I lost before I could go to California. So I felt really bad about that. That I was almost like I was close enough to go to California. Then they had in vanilla also. They had a tournament. This was like not too far after vanilla came out. They had a tournament. Scion hosted, the car company. Scion hosted it, and it was in Maryland. Arturo Sanchez came down, and he just beat everybody. He beat everybody. I didn't even know who Arturo was, and I found out that this guy's phenomenal. So Arturo won that. But really seriously, since Winter Brawl 2 years ago, not the previous Winter Brawl, but the one before that is the one that ever since I've been competing, because that was my breakout tournament, and I haven't been going to a whole lot. Recently, I have. After this past Evo, I told myself I'm going to go to one major every single month until the next Evo. That's the only way I'm going to be able to be prepared for Evo, because I didn't even make it out of my pools in Evo because, one, I was dropping a lot of stuff on PlayStation 3, and two, I wasn't playing as smart as I could have been playing. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to one major every single tournament, but maybe 2 years? Like, how long is vanilla? Like, I've been competing, like, seriously going to tournaments for about 2 years, two years. It's like hard, man. Then Cammy got nerfed. Then she got nerfed, and then they buffed her again, and they're like, they don't know what they want to do with the character. But I feel like now, the only thing I'm really worried about is I'm thinking about this over and over again, but I'm more concerned about the win. But I'm thinking about they're gonna try to say it's my character that won, as opposed to myself. They're gonna try to say Cabby's just so overpowered, and she's just like cheap or OP or whatever they're gonna say. They're gonna say she's so good, but that I didn't win. It was my character that won. I really don't want people to feel that way. I really want to be counted as like a great player. You know, I feel like I'm pretty good no matter what character I use. But you know, that's a problem for tomorrow. But against Justin, I had to play Justin first game. And I knew what he was bringing to the table. I knew that he was going to, he was going to try to counter my dive kicks with his dive kicks. So I was thinking, I'm just going to try to dive kick and DP. And then I was going to try to abuse his wake up. And then on top of abusing his wake up, I wanted to do like staggers, like short, wait, short again, to see if I could catch him with something. Now, I caught him a couple times with that. And most of the time, that's pretty much how the matchup went. I was just going to try to abuse his wake up, and then when I finally hit him, do big damage because Rufus doesn't have really good stun. So that's how I was going to play the Justin matchup. And it went in my favor. I got 2-0 against Justin, and I played really well against him. So I'm really proud of myself about that. Well, honestly, I wanted to fight him. So I was thinking in my head that if I could just expose his defense, because I feel like I'm good at reading people. I'm good at seeing situations and then being like, okay, this is happening, so I'm going to react this way. Like, if you're teching all my throws, I know you're mashing crouch tech pretty hard if you're teching every throw. So he started teching all my throws, and I said, okay, he must not fight too many good Cammies because you don't tech that many throws against Cammy. So I just started crouching fierce in him. I just started doing crouching fierce, and ever since then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do crouching fierce over and over again, and it kept working. Then I would do the stand strong, and that really much got me through the match completely. And after I 2-0'd him, everybody was like on my side in my corner and everything. They was like, I'm the favorite to win the tournament after I 2-0'd him. So it was really good, but all I was going to do the whole match is be patient, getting in patiently, and then when I finally get in, expose his defense. Crouch tech, blow up crouch techs, cross up dive kick setups, just a lot of different stuff I was going to do. Well, honestly, I'm really confident against Ryu's, period. Just any Ryu player, I'm really confident in that match. It's even. People don't understand. The match is actually even. His damage makes up for a lot of stuff. His damage and his zoning, his fireballs and everything, it really gives her a hard time. But I knew that people are scared to throw fireballs because if she gets one jump in, if Cammy gets one jump in, it changes everything. Because I get a combo, jump in fierce, jump in roundhouse, crouching fierce, low forward into drill. Then after I get that, now you gotta guess. You gotta guess if I'm gonna dive kick in front, if I'm gonna try to dive kick in cross up, or I'm gonna do a cross up light. You have to guess, and then it pushes you pretty far towards the corner. So I just knew that he was not gonna throw that many fireballs, so I was just gonna walk forward. And it was working for a while. Then he just started throwing a lot of them. So I was like, okay, maybe I should jump. I made some really good reads when it came to jumping in or just walking forward completely. So that was a good thing. I honestly didn't care. I didn't watch the match. I didn't care about who came out because all I was thinking about was I need to win no matter which one it is. I didn't care for watching the match because I don't play a Shoto. So however he played, I could see if it was a Cammy player, then I'd be like, how does he deal with this Cammy player? But it was a Ryu versus an Akuma. And I honestly felt that since this is the Evo champ, that he was going to beat Lab. I felt that he was going to beat Lab, so I was like, I have to get ready for infiltration again. And everybody told me get ready that he will make it back. And I said, okay, he's going to make it back, that's fine. And he made it back, and watching their match, I really just looked at it every now and then. But I just wasn't paying too much attention. Everybody was so hyped about me being in grand finals. I was just talking to everybody. Then Kevin just grabbed me, and Kevin Landon, Dominion, just said, hey, it's time. And me and him walked up, and he sat on my right, and he just coached me through the whole match. He ran from me the whole fight. He completely ran from me. He didn't want to fight. He had no intentions to fight me at all. He probably felt that, I'm just one of those Cammys that can only deal with one type of way. As if just jumping in, doing crazy stuff. Like he probably felt, how do I adapt? Or can I adapt to this type of style? Can I adapt to the type of Akuma where I'm just gonna run the whole match? He would run, he would demon flip just to teleport out. He would demon flip, he wouldn't even go for mix-ups anymore. He would just demon flip and then run and then continue the process all over again. So I'm thinking in my head, is he really gonna run from me the entire time? Then there was matches that were thrown, like I just threw them in the trash because I just dropped stuff. I would drop something, or it was a match that he dove kick in, and I went to do a DP, and a roundhouse came out, and it upset me it was the worst feeling ever. I was really pissed off, and I was ready to just hit the button. Immediately, I don't know if that was the end of the game, but I was just ready to go back in and just rush him down. But then Kevin, that's why I said it's really great that Kevin was there. Kevin's like, look, calm down. Don't think about it. Play patient, this and that. I felt like I was so mad in the first set. That's why he 3-1 me. Then when I actually took the time out, waited in the second set, calmed down, I was able to 3-1 him. Or it was 3-2. I can't remember. I think it was 3-1. But then I was able to beat him in the final set. And that's how I did it. I just was like, he's going to run for me. And once he runs for me, I'm going to wait for it. I honestly wasn't really looking for too much except for him to push himself into the corner. I felt like he just kept jumping back, so I was like, okay, you're going to make this match a lot easier for me. I wasn't paying attention in the first set, but I'm paying attention now. You're pushing yourself in the corner where I want you to be. Like, you're pretty much throwing the match to me. And then they told me that I'm not altering all of his teleports. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to alter a teleport. And there was one time where I dove kick in and he just teleported, and I just altered it and it killed him. And I was like, and Flash told me that if I did it, he wouldn't do it as much as he's been doing it. So I was like, okay, fine. So he won't do it as much. So that's a good thing. Nothing different. I wouldn't do anything different because it's all about adapting in the match. That's why I hate it when people don't play casuals with top players, or they're like, we're going to see each other in a tournament, or we're this, or we're that. Like, I love to play. It's just I enjoy playing. I enjoy playing at a high level. I don't have a scene that really plays AE like that. Like my scene, the Maryland scene, is a bunch of Marvel heads, and it's good because Maryland does very well at tournaments. So I'm not knocking the Marvel scene. It's great because they're going to teach me Marvel, and I'm going to try to get really good at Marvel. But I don't have a lot of people to play. I don't have a Flash Metroid. I don't have a Dominion. I don't have like all these people that are here. I don't have a PR Balrog, Justin, Ricky Ortiz. So my experience is here. So if anybody wants to play, if you're in the tournament with me or not, I'm going to play you. Because I feel like solid play can't be downloaded because you adapt in the match. So if you're doing something that's beating me, I look at that and I'm like, okay, he's beating me this way. Let me change it up and let's do this, let's do that. So the way I look at it is, if they study the match, that's good. That's good for them that they're going to study the match. But the thing about it is, you study the match. What are you gonna do? You're gonna not crouch tap? Are you gonna eat throws? Are you gonna use? The only thing I can honestly give infiltration advice for is Ultra 2. I wouldn't even use. You have no reason to use Ultra 1 against me. It's like I knew that it was gonna be hard for him when he picked Ultra 1 because he likes to go for sweep into Ultra 1, but you're not gonna get that often. He had it one time, but he swept me. Like he actually swept me, and I fell off the ground. Then he like demon. But Ultra 2, if he was to use Ultra 2, anytime I tried to Ultra, anytime I would try to option select or Ultra 1 if it teleports, it could cancel the teleport on Ultra 2. It would hit me every single time. I can't Ultra it. So that was the only thing I would say that I could give him advice for. But other than that, it's going to either be he adapt to how I play in that match, or I'm going to adapt to how he plays. It doesn't matter how much Kami experience or this or that, because I don't play top Akumas. Who plays Akuma in Maryland? Who plays, like, and you're the Evo champ, so who plays an Akuma on your level in Maryland? Who plays who plays a Ryu on Laugh's level in Maryland? So we're on the same boat. I don't have the Ryu and the Akuma practice at the level that you guys are, so I just don't see how, like, I don't see what they're really going to train up on the match for. That's the only thing I say they can't train up is Ultra 2. Ultra 2 gives Kami problems because I can't Ultra anything. Man, just give a shout out to everybody that supported me, man. Everybody that thought I was good, everybody that defended me in these stream chats, everybody that, when people said I was pretty bad or bad players is my character or whatever the case may be. I really appreciate everybody. I just come say hi to me, man, at this tournament. Like, I'm nice to everybody. I want to talk to these people. And I definitely appreciate everybody coming up to me saying that I was America's last hope. But I really appreciate every single thing. And I wouldn't do anything to be out of the scene, man. I wouldn't do anything other than be in this scene. It's just so great. I just love the scene. But shout outs to everybody back at home, Fight Nation EX. Shout outs to my friends Calvin, Sunday, Roy, everybody back at home. Just everybody. Shout outs to anybody that supported me, you know, Don, just everybody that's on it. I just thank everybody. Anybody that thinks that video games, they're cool with me playing video games. Anybody that's cool with me playing video games, I respect you, and I definitely appreciate you being cool with the fact that I like to hit buttons.